The news comes from North Korea. A sad day for North Korea. So North Korea, as I told you 3 to 4 days back, the North Korea issued a notification for the neighboring countries that they are trying to launch a satellite in the orbit. So it's about that. So North Korea attempted to put a country's first spy satellite into space, failed on Wednesday in a setback to leader Kim Jong Un's push to boost the military capabilities and tension with the US and South Korea rise. So North Korea is attempting to do a satellite launch today itself. Yeah, but it has failed. It a major setback to the Kim Jong Un, the topmost leadership of the North Korea itself, because they want to push the military capabilities to as their tensions with the United States and the South Korea. So the newly developed, the rocket name here is very important from the point of view, as it is not success but it is a failure, so it should be remembered. It is Colima 1 rocket which is carrying the Malingyong 1 satellite, was launched at 6:37 am at the North Sohail satellite launching ground in the northwest. So at the northwest province of the North Korea, it is held to be launched. The rocket crashed off the Korean peninsula western coast after it lost thrust following the separation of its first and second stage. The rocket, why the rocket crashed? This is very important. The rocket crashed because of it lost the thrust power following when it is going to separate its first and second stages. It lost the thrust power. Due to that, the engine thrust becomes zero and it will crash. So after an unusually quick admission of failure, North Korea vowed to conduct a second launch. So as a big setback to the North Korea, as this is the first satellite, so they are attempting the second launch after learning what went wrong in the first rocket. So today they lost, but they are about to conduct the second launch. ठीक है. It suggests Kim remains determined to expand his weapon arsenal to apply more pressure. It is generally because of the topmost leadership of the North Korea wants to put the pressure on the Washington as a US and Seoul as a South Korea, and the diplomacy is stalled. ठीक है. While diplomacy is stalled, the diplomacy between both the countries, between the North Korea, South Korea and US, I'll take it as a joint. US and South Korea. North Korea has a friendly relationship with mostly China. So the US and South Korea, these are the purely enemies, like not diplomatic enemies, because Kim Jong is directly violating the UN resolutions. So that's why every country wants to not to support the Kim. The South Korean military said it was salvaging an object presumed to be a part of the crashed North Korean rocket in the waters of 200 km west of the southwestern island of. So the rocket is crashed on the waters first, 200 km west of the south island of Yeocheongdo. Sorry for pronunciation. So this is the North Korea's map. This is North Korea, and this is our targeted island. This area, the northwest of that area feels the rocket failure, what the waste material of the rocket will fall here. Sorry. So satellite launch by North Korea is a violation of, obviously, as I told you, North Korea will do this more and more time. They will violate the UN Security Council resolution that banned the country from conducting any launch based on ballistic technology. So UN resolution will ban the country from conducting any launch based on ballistic technology. So observers say North Korea previous satellite launches helped improve its long-range missile technology. But what's happened is that as you know that the surface part from the orbit is large, ठीक है, okay, where it is to be with the satellites are to be placed. So this generally becomes the long range technology. So when you are taking a rocket from this place to this, so let us assume this is 0 kilometer and this is 600 kilometer, guys. Okay, now this is good long range, ठीक है, nice. So using this rocket they can also put arms and ammunition in this rocket, and they can use it as a missile. That's why the US and other countries are fear of. Though the latest launching likely was more focused on deploying the spy satellites, though the today's launch was mostly focused on the spy satellite launch or placing that on the orbit. North Korea has already shown it may have the ability to strike all of the US mainland after years of intercontinental ballistic missiles. So, not as you know, the North Korea will continuously trying to test the new technology, and they are basically trying to make a very long range missile ballistic that can hit the intercontinent that can hit the other continent. That's why they are called the intercontinental. They are generally the very long range missiles carrying large amount of ammunition, highly accurate. So, though outsider experts say the North Korea has yet to acquire functioning nuclear missiles. So, an expert from outside says that North Korea has not yet acquired the functioning nuclear missile. Means they not have the functioning nuclear missile, but they are the ordinary without nuclear missiles. Means missile North Korea doesn't have the missile with the nuclear power capabilities, nuclear arms capabilities, but not yet. But they can, I think they can make it with the help of China, of course. Thank you.